Today we will be testing the breaker blocks with signals indicator. Who am I? I am DP Roberts, and for years I've been testing hundreds of trading indicators and strategies here on this channel, and I am constantly testing more. I've compiled all that information into spreadsheets and used it to create a profitable trading strategy with custom indicators. We have an amazing community on Discord where we help you become a profitable trader, and you will get access to our custom indicators as well as the spreadsheets of hundreds of tested indicators and strategies when you become a Patreon member. So even if this strategy isn't great, we have you covered. Links below in the description. All right, as I said, today we are testing the breaker blocks with signals indicator. And so we haven't tested a indicator in a good while here on the channel. And so mostly what we've been doing is testing strategies and doing the retest, the advanced testing of the indicators that have won or have the 60% win rate in the original testing. And mostly I haven't been testing indicators just because there is a countless number of indicators and constantly new indicators being created by great creators there on Tradingview. And so if we stuck with just testing indicators and didn't move heavily to the retesting stage, we could honestly probably test indicators forever and never move on to the end goal that we're ultimately trying to achieve here, which is to create a really decent trading strategy. And so the indicator itself here, I'm not going to test this indicator exactly the way the creator says it should be used. Now, I know a lot of people come at me in the comments about this, but the thing is the way the creator says that this indicator should be used is probably an amazing way to trade this, but it doesn't give a lot of trades within the 1 year's time. And so if we can't even get one trade or one signal out of it in the 1 year's time, then it doesn't do us much good. And so sometimes we have to kind of tweak how we test it just a little bit, so that way we can get at least a couple of trades out of it in the 1 year that we're testing it on. And so go ahead and scroll back here just a little bit. We'll look at this area right here. So you can see that this indicator is basically creating areas of support and resistance. And you can see here that it creates this area right here, this red kind of zone here. And as price breaks down below that zone, it gives this red signal, this red arrow right here. That would be a signal to go short. Now on the reverse side, it also does that when it gets a push to the upside. It will create a green little zone, and when it breaks that zone, it then gives us a green arrow, and that would be a signal to then go long. So that's how we're going to test it. Let's go ahead and get on with the testing and see what we can get out of this indicator. All right, so you can see that it creates, again, these areas of support and resistance, and it creates this zone right here, this little red zone, and it's kind of faint right here, and then as it breaks, it gets a little bit darker here. You can see that it breaks down below this area of support here to the downside, and once it gets that break, makes a decent little push to the downside, and that does come down far enough to get us to our take profit. So let's go ahead and continue on. All right, and so you can see here it created that faint little green zone, and then when we get a break to the upside of that green zone right here, you can see we get that green arrow we're looking for and a nice push to the upside here as we break up above this area of resistance. And so that one also getting us to our take profit. And so what I'm going to do now is just go ahead and fast forward through the rest of the testing. That way things don't get too long, and we'll pick this up when we're at the end of the year. All right, so that puts us at the end of the year right there. Before we take a look at what this was able to achieve over the 1 year of testing, I do want to give a quick shout out to the strategy that we have created already here on the channel. Now, we still have the ultimate goal of creating the best trading strategy that we can possibly create. Now, that's going to take a little bit longer than what we have already achieved, more testing and stuff to work out things. But we have already developed a strategy here on the channel using a small handful of the indicators that we have tested. And it is proven to be a profitable trading strategy. We are constantly retesting it. We have tested it, back tested it, forward tested it, and it is a profitable trading strategy for sure. And we are constantly making small tweaks to it to optimize it and make it even better. We're also working on automating that trading strategy, and so that's something that hopefully will be coming in the near future. And once we do that, then any of our current patrons will get a discounted version of that automated trading strategy. And so I'll link to the video on that strategy here at the end of this video here, so that way you can click on that video and go check that strategy out and go ahead and start working on a profitable trading strategy, working on trading it. And so back to the indicator here, let's go ahead and scroll back. Pretty easy there. So we got 1, 2, 3 trades, and all of them are winning trades. That's going to put us at a 100% win rate. Now, of course, we're going to test this more thoroughly once it comes around in the advanced testing, but this is a prime example of why I made the small tweak that I did to this, so that way we could get a little bit better, little bit more trades out of it, I guess I should say. So all in all, a pretty solid indicator here, doing really, really cool things. I highly recommend you throw this indicator on screen and play around with it and see what you can also get out of it. But for now, it is going to go on the yes list, and we will move on to the next video from here.